Currie is here. She is the District 92 Representative Copiah, Lawrence, Lincoln Counties, chairperson of House Tourism Committee. Are we doing a pretty good job as far as tourism?
We're doing a bang-up job.
We just need more money, don't we?
We're going to get a little money, I think, for tourism that's coming down from the feds. And right now, they just need people to go back to work.
In more ways than one. I mean, it has gotten ridiculous. And I think I had a very good cut. I'm glad you mentioned that because it gives me a chance to play this. It's a short clip, but I think Lindsey Graham said it beautifully yesterday.
Bottom line is, I think there are people out there that are not bad people, but they're not going to work for $15 an hour if they make 23 unemployed. That doesn't make you a bad person. If you're working for $15 an hour, that makes you almost a chump. So, no, I don't buy that at all. I think there's a real problem we've created here to incentivize people not to work because simply they make more money. Now, I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming us.
Yeah, because
it's their fault.
It's their fault. It's Congress's fault. That's stupid. I mean, if I got to feed my family, then I also got to look at gas prices almost doubling to drive to work and child care and everything else. Why not take $23 an hour instead of $15?
Well, it was crazy. But I did meet with the tourism people, and one of the head guys at the Isle of Capri said he's in the rooms cleaning them and making beds. So you know it's bad when management is in there.
I saw a message coming in this morning we have a factory in near Gluckstadt at Levi where they actually make Levi's.
Right.
Been there for a long time, and they hire a lot of people. They're begging. $1,000 bonus.
Right.
A lot of other people are putting it out there. So I'm hoping once this last check is in the mail, then maybe some things will start changing. When you got the word yesterday as far as Centene and the settlement from the state attorney general and the state auditor, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, I told you so, or
bada bing, bada boom.
And, I have to be honest, one of the reasons I wanted to come on is that, we have a RFP, a contract next month that's going to be signed with 3 of the managed care companies. There's other managed care companies coming in to apply for this RFP, and I am
request for proposals.
That's right. Yeah. And I don't want to talk over anybody's head, but I want the taxpayers that are out there working right now to realize that we are, working with a company who's stolen money from us, and this is just the first thing we looked at, Paul. The first thing that we had and anybody that works in healthcare will tell you there's more to find because they're not paying their claims. But this is the first thing we've looked at, and they've stolen $55 million from the taxpayers that we know of. So why would we do business with them?
Wait a minute. They took $55 million?
Well, they're paying
$55 million.
We don't really know how much in the long run.
It says here 55.5, but you're saying that may not be an actual amount?
Well, what I'm saying is I think we just looked at pharmacy. We didn't look at anything else.
Yeah. Is the investigation still continuing on other sections or segments, or do we know?
I would have no idea. I would hope now that this has happened with the states that the feds now will come in, because in Mississippi, for every dollar, we get back 4. A lot of that is federal money as well. So I have a feeling they'll be next to come.
I do not understand how you can start a subsidiary like they have as far as the pharmaceutical, and then sell the drugs and be it's a conflict of interest, and common sense that there would be a conflict of interest in most people's mind.
That's right. And also, let me say that, and I call Centene headquarters the mothership. And as long as all of these states are rolling in money to the mothership where they can fly in their jets and they have their huge golden packages at the end and everything's great for them, they don't care about the people of the state of Mississippi. They don't care that they have good health care. They don't care about, our providers being paid. They want that money to keep coming in. And what they're hoping now, Paul, is that this is done. It's done before the signing of the new contracts in a month, and everybody's going to say, "See," and it's over.
So this settlement did not happen without some meaning behind it.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. And, we have to decide as taxpayers, are you going to call the governor's office and say, we don't want to do business with somebody who is known to have taken money from the taxpayers of Mississippi? And how many children or disabled or people with cancer didn't get care because they got their $55 million and left?
Yeah. I forget some of the numbers, but I think it was like they made $111 billion nationally. Yeah, $111 billion.
So do you think this $55 million bothers them very much?
You step up in a nice jet for $111 billion.
So this is just, I'm telling you, they're
over
thrilled.
I think it was over $1 billion from just us.
Just us.
And
that's
the administrative fee, correct me if I'm wrong, that's not the administrative fee, was $222 million.
That's right. So I'm telling you, they got a slap on the wrist. They think that they're in a perfect position to go into this next contract, and we'll be stuck with them for 3 more years, taking money from us with other little companies that they decide to go into business with.
Traditionally, and I'm not sure you can answer this, how many people do compete as far as the RFP in this category?
It usually.
How many people do we turn down before we get to Centene?
We turned down several. At first we were Centene and United, and then now we're at Centene, United, and Molina. And I know the Hospital Association has spent a lot of money. They're coming out with theirs again to try to at least keep the money in Mississippi. What's wrong with that?
Well, how can they come out with it? Because the contract will be written or done before the legislative session.
Well, there's, the only thing I can tell you is that we can go into legislative session saying we don't want to do business with somebody who's stolen money from us. I know that, but you said the contract was going to become It's coming
renewal.
up in July. That's right.
So, because it's a new fiscal year.
Yeah, we could be stuck
unless there's
with
something
them.
in there for cancellation.
And there's no incentive to get rid of these folks when they're doling out a whole lot of campaign money to people.
Well, help me out here, because if the renewal of the contract is in July, is that the signing date of that contract? Or because if that's the case, we're only 2 weeks away from reviewing the RFPs now.
I'm sure
and
they
who's
are
doing that?
I would think the Department of Medicaid. But let's all be clear, and I like our governor. I think he's done a great job. But the governor runs the Department of Medicaid. So whoever the governor decides, and there are RFPs, and they're going to say, we do this fairly, but, I've yet to see it be done that way. We got Molina because Dr. Gillick decided he was going to take them because they were going to offer him a job at the end. I don't know if you remember all that.
I do, yeah.
But, it's just... Let's be fair. Let's take care of the sick people that deserve Medicaid. And, we're just not here to feed companies billions of dollars of taxpayers' hard-earned money. And, I'm asking your audience, please call the governor's office today, 601-359-1350, and tell them we don't want to do business with Magnolia, who has already been proven to take $55 million of our taxpayers' money.
The agreement represents one of the largest civil settlements following an investigation by the state's auditor's office in Mississippi history. Health plans hire pharmacy benefit managers, which, number one, is I have no idea why we put this much power in these people's hands.
Well, they run the department, and I love our folks that are over there. I love Drew Snyder, but Centene is the most powerful insurance company in the United States. And, at some point, are we going to take our power back?
Yeah. Centene said in its own news release that it had reached a no-fault agreements with the Mississippi and Ohio over pharmacy benefits management, work done by Involve, but Involve is their...
It is. It's just that how they do it is they buy these companies, and the Mississippi doesn't have a contract with that company. It does with Centene.
Yeah.
And sorry, but, we bought this company. They did bad, so we're not responsible.
Here's the deal, and we'll talk more about that at a later date because it's
going to be interesting.
It's going to be very, very interesting, and hopefully something will happen coming up in the 2022 session. Tomorrow we'll have Shad White on. We'll ask him the further questions on this one. He'll be on at 7:05 live from the Jackson Convention Center, so we'll talk to him about that one. Always good seeing you.
You too.
Take care.